Today is David Letterman's 71st birthday, and I really wanted to acknowledge that because I believe we are embodying the spirit of his show from the beginning. As in, we're doing this really bad talk show, and after a few years, people are going to get used to it and actually start to believe that it's quite good. To paraphrase Dave from the early days, they're not booing, they're saying Mike, Mike. And probably booing as well. Happy birthday, Dave. Welcome back, Out Yonderers. Here we are once again. You know where we are. You know who I am. Today we have Amanda West, burgeoning film historian. Would that be a correct assessment?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. So you are 18 years old, and you're in charge of a foreign film club society, correct?
Yeah, at my school, yeah, I am.
Yes, that's awesome. So how many people are in your club? For 18-year-olds doing foreign film, that seems like that's a tough sell these days.
About five.
Five?
Including my teacher also.
Cool. Well, how did you get into that? Because you're kind of young, and with your age group, it's tough to get them to even watch today's movie for more than 10 minutes. So how do you get your age group to watch foreign films?
Well, most people in my club are usually my friends, so they're there to support me.
Okay, cool.
But my teacher really enjoys watching them with me also. And, well, I got really into them by watching some Jacques Demy. He does French musicals.
Now, how old were you when you started watching that?
It's probably 16, 17.
16, so just a couple of years ago.
Yeah, because I obviously like regular American films, but then I started really liking international films, and I started doing that.
Cool. That's cool. So you found that on your own? Did your parents help you get into that? Or when your mom or dad into foreign films, or?
I found some through this film critic I'd watch on YouTube.
Okay, cool.
And she'd recommend them, so I would just watch them on the film struck.
Those film critics, you got to be careful with them, because I have I don't know if you've seen, but we've had the world's youngest film critic on the show, and he's a little out there, and he stalks me, so he's trying to get back on the show. So I'm glad you're a film historian, not a film critic, because he would get very territorial about that.
Yeah.
I'd find him outside my front door. So that's good. But so you got into French film. So let me ask this question, because I like watching foreign film, but honestly, I have a tough time watching foreign film because I consider myself a film historian as well. I watch a lot of movies. I've seen over 10,000 movies in my life. That's probably just because I'm old. But when I watch foreign film, I have a problem concentrating because I don't speak any foreign languages. So I have a hard time concentrating on taking in what's going on the screen and reading subtitles. Now, do you speak any languages, or are you okay with that? Are you okay with finding the balance in that?
A little Spanish for school, but not much. I'll have a few words because I watch them a lot, or pick up a few words, but not really.
Right. But you don't have any problem when that's my kind of problem. That's why I don't watch as many foreign films as I should, because I always feel like I'm distracted reading subtitles. But there's a lot that have, there's a crazy guy named Sebastian Jodorowsky. He's a Spanish. He's kind of like the Spanish Sergio Leone from the 60s, but he's out there. And this stuff is very visual, so I like his stuff. And I don't know if you ever got a chance to watch him, but I know you mentioned to me Lars Von Trier, and I watched Lars Von Trier. Now, he's crazy. But you watched some of more of his earlier stuff, not his most recent last 4 or 5 films.
Yeah, I haven't seen Nymphomaniac or those ones.
Those are interesting films, so you may want to wait a few more years before you watch those.
Yeah, but I've seen Breaking the Waves, Dogville.
Yeah, those are great movies.
Dancer in the Dark. I really enjoyed those ones.
Yeah, I like him. I enjoy him. He's got something to say, for sure.
Yeah.
90% of society disagrees with what he's saying, but I appreciate what he's doing. I appreciate the art.
Yeah.
It's really neat. So, do you watch modern movies at all? How much are you into today's movies?
Not as much as I am to classic films,
right?
But I still watch.
Yeah, I watch
movies.
some. I have some problems with a lot of today's films. I'm more gravitated towards 60s and 70s. I feel like that's the golden age of cinema. I watch some 50s and 40s noir stuff. There's some really quality stuff in there. But let me ask you, you're today's female. There's a lot going on about the pushing of. Oh, I think we're gonna lose a prop here. Always something going on in the Out Yonder. So today's film is there's this push to empower the woman in film. Now, I feel like they're not going in the right direction. I feel like stuff like Wonder Woman and what was the movie with Charlize Theron? Citizen Blonde? I forget the name.
Atomic Blonde.
Atomic Blonde. I really like Charlize Theron, but I don't feel like, there it goes. I don't feel like that movie did her any justice. I think she is one of the best actresses in the world, and she makes quality movies. And making her into an action star, I didn't think that was the right move. I mean, how do you feel about women becoming like the action star now? That's kind of having to balance with men.
Well, because I saw Wonder Woman and I saw Atomic Blonde.
Right.
They're like mediocre to me. Like I probably would never watch them again.
Right.
And I just feel like some women in film, they want to push for like women in film to be like so great and like blah 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 and all this stuff.
Right.
But for me, sometimes it's not like hitting the mark. It's usually like older films.
Yeah.
That I'm like, oh, I really relate to that character.
I agree. There's some great, powerful performances from women in a lot of movies. Even today, you can find some great performances. I mean, she won the Academy Award for supporting actress, but stuff like what Allison Janney did in I, Tonya was great.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to be over the top. I'm an 120-pound woman, but I'm going to beat the crap out of 6'5", 300-pound men. You know, and it's just like kind of pull. I mean, I know some of it is, suspended disbelief, but that's it's something I feel like it's over the top.
Yeah, I think they push action genre too much on them to make them more powerful instead of just like letting them be their own character and like develop throughout the story.
Yeah, I agree. There's not a lot of story, and I agree with you on the movies. I thought, I know Wonder Woman made $400 million, but I thought, to be honest, I thought it was a terrible movie, so I didn't like it. But hopefully, it'll come back down to earth a little bit, and we'll get better performances and better movies for women. Because I don't think they're doing women justice. I think the track that we were on was just fine. There was no, I didn't think it was, maybe a couple more movies with women in starring roles, but I thought what was going on was just fine. I didn't think we needed to go over the top with this.
Yeah, I just don't like how they're trying to make women action stars. Like they could be like Angelina Jolie in some of her films. She'll be like the action star.
Right.
But you don't need to just like push it for every movie to say it's like about female empowerment.
No, there's been tons of movies without all that stuff for a long time. Norma Ray with Sally Field in particular. That's a powerful woman movie that nobody, that would be disregarded today. But I don't even know if that movie can get made today. But so that's cool. So what's like in the future for your club? Like you're finishing high school this year, right? You're a senior. So what are you going to try and do once high school's over? You're going to just carry it over into college and probably are you going to study film in college?
Yeah, I'm going to CUD in the fall. So I'm going to plan on majoring in film there. They don't really have film studies, but they have film production.
Right.
So I'm just going to do that and then transfer to major in film studies.
Cool.
And then for my club, I would like it to continue at Palm Desert High because I'm going to be down the street so I can still come.
You still come, right.
I just don't know who would actually want to go because my friends are graduating too.
Right. Yeah. Well, maybe for a year to kind of foster a new group to take it over and keep it going, that might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, because I was either going to think about doing that or trying to make one at the college level.
Cool. Yeah, you should. You keep going. So you have any interest in getting into film production at all at some point? Or you just like, are you going to try and be a critic at some point or something?
Maybe, because I'm in a film class at my school and we like make films. But usually I just like make documentaries about films. So that's what I will do.
That's cool. That's important. There's a whole field in that as well. I mean, all the extras on DVDs. There's a whole market just for documentaries on the making of film. So yeah, I would encourage that. Get creative. Just keep pushing. Help, because you know a lot about movies for someone your age, and most people your age don't do that. They're watching goofy things on YouTube that last about 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know who would want to do something like that.
Yeah.
But cool. Well, thanks for coming out. I appreciate it.
No problem.
And we'll stop by once again, and we'll see you at Chris's house because we have another guest, Chris, who has an underground film society, and that's how we met. We met at the Wizard of Oz in 3D.
Yeah.
So that was pretty neat, and I'll see you again over there at some point.
Yeah.
And stop by here once again, and we'll talk film again. Maybe when some big movie comes out, we'll have you on and we could discuss a movie.
Some female empowerment movie.
Right.
We'll
perfect.
Talk about
That would be perfect. That would be awesome. All right. Well, thanks for coming on.
No problem.
Any social handles you want to put out there? Are you part of anything? You want us to link you up to Facebook or anything like that? Or you want to keep that private? I know you're 18, so you probably don't want to do any of that. It's up to you. No. Okay. That's good. All right. Cool. All right. Well, once again, thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions, comments, would like to be a guest, email me. toyWmm@gmail.com. That's the initials for the Out Yonder with Magic Mike at gmail.com. Click on this guy right above her head to subscribe. Have a great week. We'll see you next time, and thanks again. Peace.